one thing was for sure. They both believed Sparks to be a total tool.
Be an exciting contest which shows that divorced couples can still have fun together, right?
Mythological hero H-list. C. On the spot dice spin.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
If you're an avid watcher of this channel, you'll know that this particular induction was teased when we did our Wheel of Fortune episode of the Game's 90. In that, while finishing up the video and talking about the end of Goen's run on Wheel of Fortune Daytime, you may have noted that I said there was something game show garbage worthy in it. Well, here it is. We're going to talk about something game show garbage worthy from Goen's tenure on Wheel of Fortune. And when we talk more about this, you will notice a comparison to be made from a former Waney winner. Now, to tell about that, I have to tell you about the armed forces on Wheel of Fortune. In recent years, you may have noticed that they weren't that good at playing the game. You may notice through all the Dumb Answer of the Week columns that we've had during Armed Forces Week here at Game Show Garbage, a lot of moments came from Armed Forces Week on Wheel of Fortune. However, we've never really done an induction on them until today. And that induction is the Armed Forces Week from Goen's Wheel of Fortune.
We are having a very special week here with these folks. As you see in the audience, it's all military personnel. Loud military personnel. And we're doing something a little different with them this week. We are picking our players out of the audience. Everybody has been eligible to play.
The show opens when Goen comes out and talks about how they changed up the format for this week to allow as many service members to play by loading up the audience with those said service members and making them all eligible to play. They pick 3 lucky ones to start by pulling them out of the fishbowl, and I gotta be honest, it's a nice way to do it. Give the audience members a chance to play the game and win some cash and prizes. But the feel-good momentum gets ruined when Goen says the following.
Yes. Okay, well, we're going to tell you that the player who solves the puzzle in this round is going to stick around and play in the next round, and $500 is the top dollar value in this round, and the top dollar winner for the day will go on and play in the bonus round.
So what Goen's Wheel of Fortune actually does is they gut the feel-good momentum by gutting every single format that Wheel of Fortune has ever had in order to cram as many Armed Forces members as they can. Would you like to know what Waney winner they base this off of?
It's going to be a crazy show today, folks. All college rivalries in the crowd. We got UNC and Duke, Harvard and Princeton to start out. Flip the coin to see who's going to come down first. Everybody's going to bid without going over, just like usual. And the one who doesn't get the win the bid out of the rivalries is going to go back to the seat. But it's okay, because if the person that gets on stage doesn't win, whoever went back to the seat gets $1,000. So somebody's going to win something.
Yep. This show could be seen as an even more unfair version of Price's current idea of the college rivalry show. Like the rivalry show, the producers try to get more people to play the game. But unlike the Price version, they were extremely wrong about it, whereas the Price version was just plain wrong. For starters, Price never strayed from the original format, instead just added a truly terrible wrinkle to the game that added a big headache of having a rival root against a winner so they could win $1,000. Wheel of Fortune, however, decided to implement the winner stays, loser pays mentality that a lot of arcade fighters had back in the early to mid-90s. To me, this makes it worse because you could either be selected first, play either first or second, spin, lose a turn, or bankrupt on your first spin, and then be eliminated because of that one bad spin without any chance to get back into the game at all. Also, how many times have we seen a contestant spin once in a round, hit bankrupt, and then later go on to win the game? Taking away that chance is just awful. Granted, they didn't do the ultimate dick move of being selected, being knocked out by not even having a chance to spin the wheel before somebody else solved the puzzle before you did. Instead, they got to stick around and those that had the chance to play left, including the winner of the previous round who really didn't have a chance that round. See how wrong this is? What's also wrong is that they kept to the wheel layouts throughout the show if they were playing a regular game, which made it just as unfair as what we stated prior. The first set of contestants got to play on the original $500 round wheel, whereas after the first round, they played on the $1,000 setup, and then the last set played on the $1,250 setup. It's just plain unfair to the first set of contestants, knowing they could get a good score, but later had their score dwarfed because somebody else got picked later on and got a great run on a later puzzle and a bigger money wheel. Sure, the price of the wheel helped a little bit, but it didn't matter in the long run. At the end of the show, the one who scored the most won the chance to play for a bonus prize. It's fine, but it doesn't help that the two good parts of the show, Goen's intro and the bonus game, bookended a purposefully broken show. Now, you may have noticed that on the College Rivalry weenie induction, I went through to see how I would fix the College Rivalry show. Well, I don't need to do that for this because they broke what already was a really good Armed Forces Week version. One of the best versions of Armed Forces Week happened during the Woolery version. Back in those days, the four main branches of the military in the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines would have 3 representatives play throughout the first 4 days. On the 5th day, the 3 highest scores would play on Friday for another go at winning a bunch of prizes. The same formula could have been put in motion here where the 3 biggest winners played on Friday for the championship and another bonus prize. It's the exact same thing they did during Teen Week in this time period. Why couldn't they just do the same thing here? And that's what really bothers me about this certain week. They had a tested formula for special weeks, and they broke it just for reasons, I guess. I don't know if they did this version again when the show moved to NBC in 1991, but I hope they didn't, and just reverted to the old format, or just a one show per contest deal like the show does now for everyone. Now, I want to give a little backstory on this induction and why it came about. While talking a year or so ago to this day, our current Dumb Answer of the Week correspondent Jessica Brand brought this up to me and gave me a Daily Motion link to watch the video. I was flabbergasted how bad this was. And with her bringing that to my attention, I have to be honest, it's why I hired her in this spot in the first place. She knew what she was talking about, she brought a really terrible moment, and not only that, she's really smart, and I like the way how she analyzes various things on her podcast, and especially on the Buy a Vowel boards. Well, that wraps it up for this time around. I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed what you saw here with this nice little induction, feel free to like this video, comment, subscribe, and also support us at Patreon at www.patreon.com/gameshowgarbage. Until next time, bye-bye!